Good morning to the Honorable my lecturers, judge, debaters, ladies and gentlemen. Before we begin our debate today, please set your phone or any device that may be interfering with our debate today to silent mode. Welcome to our English debate class round. The motion for this debate is foreign visitors to Islamic countries should dress and act according to local sensibilities in public, even if not obligated to by law. I am Raden Zaid Nuryawan as chairperson and Miss Pina Asari as timekeeper. The affirmative team comes with Radin Elhak and the negative team comes with Hesti Herawati. Then I want to tell you the rule of this debate. In this debate, for substantive speech, the timer will now 30 seconds into the start to indicate that the point of information can be delivered. The timer will tap once at 1 minute to indicate that the information point time has ended. Then, the timer will double tap if more than 1 minute indicate the time is up, and the timekeeper will announce the duration of each speaker speaking after the speaker has finished speaking. For a written greeting, the timer will sound once every 2 minutes, and the timer will knock twice if it's more than 1 minute. Now we come into our debate today. To open the debate, I would like to invite the first speech of the affirmative team, Mr. Radin Elhab.
Okay, thank you. Foreign visitor to Islamic countries must dress and act in accordance with the local sensibilities in public, even if they are not obligated. In this case, I really agree with this statement because for every foreigner who visit West, in fact, they have and must ask for permission. And before asking for permission, they have agreed to obey and agree to every provision and regulation that must be followed when visiting.
For the speaker of the affirmative team, for the first round, spend 47 seconds.
To begin case of rebuttal, I would like to invite the first speech of the negative team, Ms. Esterawati.
Okay, you might be right that foreign visitors should act according to local sensitivities in public, but I don't think so. According to Suena and Widyatmaja, in an article on the influence of tourist visit on social change, tourism very helpful in increasing the economic progress of a country, especially in the field of foreign exchange. And as we know, today we live in modern times where cultural exchange between countries has spread. And one way of cultural exchange is by visiting a country in order to create close and solid relations between countries. Of course, the influx of foreign tourists adds a bit of culture to the country itself. Therefore, visiting a country has positive effects and it is not obligatory for visitors to act according to local sensibilities in public as visitors have right to. Okay, thank you.
The speaker of the negative team, for the first round, spend 1 minute 5 seconds.
To continue our debate today, I would like to invite the second speech of the affirmative team, Mr. Radin Alhaq.
Okay, according to Dario, word in this article, you should learn how to respect local culture by attending events that celebrate to local economy and food. The behavior of these foreign tourists show that they simply don't understand what they are seeing. The friendly nature of local residents toward tourists who become its instead misused and actually makes them arbitrary local resident and and does not respect local wisdom that prevails in society. Okay, even though local wisdom and custom are one of the things that are the selling point of the tourist place, apart from its natural beauty. Okay, thank you.
The speaker of the affirmative team for the second round spent 1 minute.
Then, to continue our debate today, I would like to invite the second speech of the negative team, Ms. Hesterawati.
Although sometimes there are tourists who behave as they please, I'm sure there are still many tourists who have a sense of tolerance to respect culture. And as Stillman said, tolerance is mutual respect for a difference. Tolerance is needed in social life, especially to understand various cultures and differences. As a visitor, respecting each other's culture is enough. Moreover, residents of Islamic countries usually understand that the visitor is coming as a guest, and of course, a guest will be polite to the locals. Sometimes, the locals are also not as friendly as imagined. There are still many locals who are ignorant and don't care about the visitors who come. Okay, thank you.
The speaker of the negative team for the second round spent 53 seconds.
Ladies and gentlemen, and the honorable ages together to end up our debate today, here is the reply speech of the affirmative team. I would like to invite the third speech of the affirmative team, Mr. Radin.
Okay. Even though it's look terrible if the exciting rules are to minimize causing problems. And the first part affected by the incident is the tourist manager. For example, tourists throw garbage careless. Although local residents are considered to be able to tolerate every behavior carried out by visiting tourists. In this case, not tolerate difference, but it's different when visitors don't tolerate custom and regulation in the areas they visit. Therefore, it's an obligation for foreigner visitors who come to the area to respect local custom and regulation. Okay, thank you.
The speaker of the affirmative team for the third round spent 57 seconds.
Well, the last here is the reply speech from the negative team. I would like to invite the third speech of the negative team, Ms. Hesterawati.
Okay, I disagree with your opinion. Visitors can respect local custom without having to follow the culture and regulation that exist in the area. For example, the governments of Morocco and Egypt allow non-Muslim tourists who visit not to use the hijab because not all regulations have to be equalized. Even in cities and villages, Sofian Regime said that there are residents in Islamic countries who go out wearing the headscarf not at the behest of their country, but because they needed to protect their head from the sun. So, in conclusion, visitors can express themselves wherever they are as long as they still respect the culture but not by following the culture, and this is not required by law.
The speaker of the negative team for the third round spent 1 minute, 1 second.
Well, that's all our debate today. With gratitude, I close this debate, and we would like to thank the discussant, judge, debater, and audience. I am as the moderator of today's debate. Please resign if there